Before I start this video, I would like to say thank you for the great deal of support I received on my last video. I will have a longer spiel at the end of the video, but I don't want to waste your time if you clicked on my video, so feel free to stick around till the end for that. It's general consensus among Realm players that Bard is one of, if not the single strongest class in the game. However, when trying to find videos regarding this topic that are fully up to date and informational, YouTube search only gave me PPEs and highly outdated videos from 2020 when the Bard was released. So I was like, hey, I made one YouTube video, I can make another. 1% of you guys even liked my video enough to subscribe, which is awesome. Seriously, don't worry about that. Don't subscribe if you don't want to, I don't care about numbers or anything. The sole reason I make these videos is to have someone to rant to about Realm. Starting with the actual video now, we'll go over Bard's DPS. As you can see on this chart, in terms of bow class with semi-endgame sets, Bard is comparable in DPS with Huntress and much higher than Archer. This, however, is not Bard's main boon. This comes with the usage of loots. Tiered loots, in addition to granting a defense boost on use, give a unique buff, Inspired. Inspired, which boosts shot range by 1.25x, is accessible through very few other sources than Bard's loots, which makes him a must-use class if you wish to access this buff, which many people do as it is a very strong buff. If Inspired was the sole accessible buff on Bard, he would be a very strong, but in no way over-centralizing class. However, Bard has received many new untiered loots over the years, which has made him even stronger. These are just some of the strongest loots. The Snake Charm Punji is the first loot I'm going to talk about. This is one of the lowest level loots in the game and is still amazing up to the highest level of gameplay. This gives speedy and drops from the relatively accessible Snake Pit. It's worth noting that contrary to popular belief, this doesn't have a cooldown. Before 2023, this had a 5-second cooldown on use. However, this is no longer the case, meaning you can use it to gain permanent speedy throughout dungeons and just swap out to another loot, and you still retain the speedy buff from the Punji. The Chief's Warhorn gives access to both Berserk and Slow. This is accessible through the obtention of Shards of the Intern, with 15 being able to give you a random chance and 30 giving you guaranteed access to this untiered ability. This item puts down a banner, much like a marble seal, which gives Berserk to allies within 4 squares, as well as inspiring nearby allies and slowing nearby enemies. It's worth noting that this can be combined with a battalion banner, which drops from O3, to give both Berserk and damaging to nearby allies on one class, meaning you do not need a warrior or a paladin to be able to give these effects. The motivational megaphone, which drops from the Spectral Penitentiary, also gives Berserk on allies. However, it is slightly more situational and is more commonly used for clearing as it has a great 800 essentially armor-piercing damage on enemies. You're also able to gain damaging as well as a flat attack boost through the much more useful and rarer Noble Mandolin dropping from the Forgotten King in the Shadows. On use, this mandolin halves your shot speed for 4 seconds. However, it grants damaging for 4.5 seconds within 5 squares, as well as 10 attack on user. It also has a great conversion of mana to damage, as it spawns a ring of projectiles around you that can do a total of 4,000 damage per use. This weapon also synergizes amazingly with the last and definitively best loot, which is coming up next. Dropping from the Moonlight Village Dancers, the Taiko Drum's loot is likely the single strongest item currently available in Realm of the Mad God. This sounds abrasive, but hear me out. Its ability to give both Berserk on self and healing to allies, while also granting Inspired, makes it a great ability in its own right. However, the true strongest part is the rhythm changes. Blitz Rhythm, which is the first ability which gives you Berserk on self, allows you to greatly up your shot speed, which completely cancels out the downside of the Noble Mandolin, meaning you can use that and then swap to this, and you have no downside while also gaining damaging and an attack boost. This also makes it easier to hit enemies, but this is not a great deal of strength for the item, which is already strong enough on its own. The Tranquil Rhythm, which is the one that gives healing to allies, lowers your shot speed, which makes it very good for chase phases as enemies can be more reliably led into your shots. An example of this is the Oryx 3 Celestial phase. This item's strengths and versatility led to Seb placing it at the very top of his Moonlight Village items tier list, which I entirely agree with. These extremely strong UT items, leading to the highest versatility in the entirety of this game, as well as high individual strengths due to Bard being the sole class that can consistently apply Inspired, are the reason Bard is considered one of, if not the strongest class in the game. He is a consistent mainstay in the meta, and with these items will always be a necessary class for any late game raids, with any party being worse off for not having them. So here's my spiel. My original goal was to get 20 views on my last video, since it's a niche topic that only I really cared enough to talk about, and my guildies begged me to shut up about it. As of writing this, we are currently at 2,864 views, which is definitely encouraging, to say the least. I plan to continue making these sorts of discussion videos about items and mechanics in Realm, and while this video was a little bit out of that niche, I hope you still enjoyed it. Let me make something clear, first of all, before I go any deeper into this channel. I have no expectations of subscriber count or view count or whatever. I don't care about any of that. I think those who do care about that will make worse content because they care about it. My sole goal is to make genuinely informative videos about a video game that I enjoy playing, and to further develop the Realm metagame. Lastly, I'd like to give huge shoutouts to my guild members, Parker, Chili, and Afro, as well as the legendary Sebchu, who gave me a great deal of aid and advice to support my ability to make these videos, and also make them slightly higher quality, I hope. Thank you all so much for the support. So many people have reached out to me to tell me they were genuinely impressed with the video and believed it was informational. I hope to deliver great, or at least passable Realm videos for quite a bit, and I'm not done theorizing about this game's stupid mechanics.